Hey there and welcome to Edges of Earth. My name is Brock. In March of 2017, I landed in Hanoi, Vietnam, specifically to teach English. In the beginning, I explored a bit for about a week. The majority of my time was spent completing my TEFL course in order to prepare myself for what was to come. While searching a bit on Facebook to find a teaching gig, I met another foreigner on Facebook who said he could help me. 2 days later, I purchased a ticket and flew to Ho Chi Minh City. I was introduced to a man who owned an English center near the border of Cambodia. He invited me to come visit his English center and check it out to see if it was something I was interested in. I liked the area, I liked the people, but unfortunately the income that I was offered just wouldn't really be worth my time. So I decided to go back to Ho Chi Minh City and continue my search. The same man offered me to stay with his family at his house in Ho Chi Minh City, even though I wasn't teaching at his English center in the countryside. I thought that was an incredibly kind gesture, and I ended up staying there for about 2.5 months. After giving some thought, I decided that I would accept his offer in the countryside and told myself that 50% of the payment would be money, the other 50% would be a journey to learn and understand and be part of the local culture. I ended up staying in that local town for the better half of 8 months. And during my stay, I can honestly say that I explored the true, real culture of Vietnam. I stayed in a town that was so distant from any tourist area, I seen 4 different tourists over the course of 8 months. This place was awesome. Now don't get me wrong, there were good days and there were bad days. Looking back, I'm totally happy that I did this because I was able to be around the local people and experience nothing but local culture. And to me, that was absolutely epic. During my stay in Vietnam, I walked the streets in Hanoi. I witnessed people eating dog. I got touched by countless local people in a Vietnamese mall. I visited the Mekong River with some locals who ended up buying me a scarf. I ate fish head soup with a friend out in the middle of nowhere. I visited Hang Pagoda in Chao Dap. I got frisked by local people in a small town. I had a Vietnamese speaking contest. I spoke in front of about 1,500 students within the public school system. Visited an absolutely massive lotus field. Walked around a small border town with some students. I met a local in Can Tha who showed me the local floating market, some of the backwaters, a secret temple. We tried some local street food, which ended up being absolutely hilarious. And I also visited Cafe Pho Q. I spent New Year's in a small town near Cambodia. I walked the coast of Lom Hai. I was asked to take countless selfies. I was asked to have coffee with endless local people. I was invited to play with local kids and teens in Phup Hai. I explored an island in the middle of the Mekong River with a bicycle, had lunch with some monks and learned their story through translation, visited the largest Buddha statue in Southeast Asia, and I even learned about people eating baby dragons. After about 1 year and 2 months, my journey eventually came to an end. I went back to the English Center and said goodbye to as many people as I could. That, unfortunately, was a sad day. Vietnam is a country that is very rich in culture. I have had nothing but peaceful and happy experiences with the local people, both young and old, rich and poor. I've been invited into the homes of countless strangers who simply offered me a meal or friendship, even from people who lived in tin houses. This only says great things about the hearts of people in Vietnam. I thank everyone who I met along my journey in Vietnam who helped me in any way, shape, or form. You made my journey unforgettable. And I thank you for watching. Remember, your time is running out. Start living. Take care.